Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Hublot Classic Fusion all-black ceramic and carbon fiber. You can see and you can purchase this Hublot Classic Fusion Chronograph on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high-resolution images, and naturally full pricing details. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. This is a big watch, no doubt, an oversized watch, but it is one of the most compact and wearable Hublot references for those with smaller wrists. Now my wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, and I find that I have no trouble accommodating this watch. First, in terms of weight, with a large vulcanized rubber strap comprising much of its surface area and a rather lightweight ceramic composition, it doesn't have undue amounts of heft on the wrist. It doesn't feel like it's weighing me down or creating an impromptu weight program for me. Now the watch is 45 millimeters across the round of the case, but that doesn't count the crown guards, or the chronograph pushers. In terms of thickness, it's reasonable. 14 millimeters, you can see there's a little bit of a slope to the case flank and the bezel, and that will assist you at getting a tighter sleeve up and over it. Now from lug to lug, it's an Hublot, so it's big, but 54 millimeters lug to lug is not overbearing, and it's certainly not beyond the realm of reason for a 45 millimeter watch. You can note that because it does have a little bit of a downward cant to its lugs, you can see to good effect from these angles how the lugs sort of bend down and around the wrist. They give the strap a start, and then the strap's natural flexibility takes over. It is a very robust, natural, vulcanized rubber, and you can see it has a little bit of a textural pattern to articulate it. Very smooth, very supple against the wrist. It's paired with a twin trigger deployant clasp, and you can see the deployant features a minder system such that there are no minder loops on the strap. It tucks any excess underneath. It features twin triggers too, so it can't accidentally pop open, and this is exactly the kind of burly, no compromise sports watch grade clasp you need on a large sports oriented timepiece. And with 100-meter water resistance, this is a sports timepiece featuring a chronograph, the king of complications and arguably the most sporting. It's a perfect combination if you want a watch that is extravagant but in unconventional fashion. Now, I'm not going to call this watch discreet because all black like a stealth bomber, it's certainly not. But it does have a very different aesthetic and a very different character than a big gold Hublot. And I think that works to its advantage. You do get differentiation of finish. The ceramic is finished in both satin and polished fashion, and they do create a striking contrast that you can see to good effect from this angle. Now the nice thing about ceramic is that it is almost indelible, effectively as scratch resistant as the sapphire crystal, so this watch is going to look good for the long term. You definitely don't have to worry about your cufflinks scratching this one. Now you can see the inset titanium Hublot H pattern bezel bolts, and then inboard a carbon fiber dial. Materials fusion is big at Hublot. The inner case of this watch is made of titanium. The outer case and bezel are made of ceramic. The clasp is made of stainless steel. The natural vulcanized rubber strap, well, you get the message. So a lot of materials work in concert here, and the black woven pattern of the carbon fiber is a perfect match for the watch. Another form of black that nevertheless creates contrast. Now there are highlighted steel elements on the dial that create a little bit of additional gleam. Like jewelry though, they complement the aesthetic without overpowering it. And there's a nicely balanced twin register chronograph dial. You have your constant seconds at 3 o'clock, chronograph minutes at 9, and of course the chronograph seconds at center. A discrete date window within the carbon fiber at 6 o'clock really doesn't spoil the aesthetic of the watch, but provides a nice counterbalance to the Hublot marquee at 12 o'clock. That's a very discrete date. It's only really there when you want it. Of course, skeletonized hands, the better to not block views of the registers. Now on the case back, what you have is a modular chronograph caliber. Let's get a look at the balance there. It's based on the Sellita SW300-1 with the Dubois de Praz 2000 series module. So bidirectional winding, automatic quick set date, hacking seconds for synchronization when you want it. It is a vertical clutch chronograph system, so if you prefer center seconds, you don't want to look at a subdial, you just want to read hours, minutes, and seconds from center, this watch gives you that flexibility. Plus, it starts and it stops the chronograph without any kind of jump or stagger. 100-meter water resistant, you can see it, but it's abundantly protected from the elements. Has about a 40 to 42 hour power reserve. You can see this Hublot Classic Fusion all black ceramic and carbon and purchase it on our website.